company at the time. Today, only 3 LA Thompson roller coasters remains. This, of course, being one of them. It is, you know, it's very special. It is operated by a brakeman like me and my friends. And there are only 7 brakeman operated roller coasters left in the world. So it is a very special tradition that we carry on. It's a dying breed, if you say it like that. This roller coaster has survived 2 world wars and a global pandemic. We almost lost it at the last one. During Second World War, a Nazi terror organization jumped the fence of the Tivoli Gardens and placed bombs all over Tivoli. During the night, the bombs go off and Tivoli is burning. And the Rutschebanen is heavily damaged. But that is not the only problem. When we rebuild the roller coaster, you are not allowed to use electricity to operate rides anymore. So, we still want to keep the roller coaster going. On the top, we installed a treadmill. And 8 people walk around in a circle, just like you hoist an anchor on a ship. And the people of Copenhagen, they are not in the train, they are behind it, pushing it, helping it up the lift hill. When it reaches the top, they board there, and then they are riding down. So we actually were running, except for 20 days during the war, when we were a rubble. All right. So, our thought was that those of you who dare to take the journey, as in the 40s during Second World War, walking up the lift hill. I don't know if that excites some of you.
Oh yeah.
Right. Remember, this is a working environment. Yeah? And safety, you have to like really be careful. You have to walk on the left-hand side, and it's like a slope on 30 degrees.
Let's put it over there and I keep my mark. Okay? Thank you very much. Carry it down. Hang on.
See, there's no upstop. This is one rail.
Maybe have Tom do a
There's
video.
nothing keeping the coaster on here.
I can do a video. Well, I'm going to.
All right, we're going to make a coaster tour. Notice how the rail, there's no upstop. It's only gravity keeping us. Well, when we ride. Welcome. Watch your step here. This is amazing.
You're welcome. Smile. You're so funny.
This is awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oops. Too dark. There's cables, pulleys.
Yes.
I'm assuming once they return. The maintenance down there. Oops. It's a little cozy. I like it. I love the view. It's a narrow walkway too. Yeah, what's it look like that way? Oop, tar sap on that one. There's the mom. Lovely. Awesome. Cow. Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
It's a
You know, the weather is actually kind of perfect for this, right?
yeah, no, this is
Like, because if it was yesterday, it would have been like.
so another selfie.
You can. There's no. You can step on the track now if you want to. Just if you have white shoes, I would not recommend it. But just because it's completely freezing, right? Yeah. But please be careful. All right, guys.
Don't stand in the track. Don't stand in coaster track. There's your safety tip for today, right there. See this? This is not a good place to be. Except right now. This is amazing. Look at this. Sure, evacuation. Got a little sound check going on. Alright, the tour continues. Evacuation routes.
Just like everywhere else.
Yeah. And this song isn't as good. Yeah. There's that cables.
That's all your mom and say everything else. You okay? Watch your head,
Thank
please.
you. Thank you. Are these the hats that they found?
Is that your hat collection, or you found them?
We found them on the tracks. Covered to find them in the morning, so.
Well, it's not too much, you know?
Exactly. Oh, where is it? Where is
I don't know if you can see the hats. Thank you.
So again, watch your steps, but remember this is a working environment. You have to leave anything for you to embarrassing. And is. And you will have reminders of this behind the scenes tour on your shoes. You're efficient. Yeah, I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Your timing is great. It's absolutely perfect.
Can you talk about how the...
Yes, I can totally talk. I think I want everybody here, and then of course I will talk about it. Because I'm losing my voice.
Jacob.
Yes.
Is there a name behind it?
You know, the thing is, every time a shop or a amusement ride closes in Tivoli Gardens, the people of Rutschebanen are the first one to run out with a screwdriver and then just steal the signs. And then we nail it to the wall at the roller coaster, so it doesn't end up at the CEO's.
That's awesome.
office,
Thank
right?
you. Oh, thank you.
But we have more contacts all over the park than the CEO does. Wow. So it's that's also we sort of made our own little museum of used ride signs and shop signs, and you know it's part of the history, right? We actually we actually have a sign from the old bowling alley, and that's 180 years old. So, yeah, so we have quite a history collection here. We have to keep. And sometimes we make drastic decision, and then we remove from a ride that everybody loves, right? Yeah. For instance, a breakdancer, a post breakdancer, right? Yeah, so it was at the end of his life. It needed to go, and everybody loves it.
What is the most number of trains you run?
Yeah, it is built to operate 5 trains at a time. Yeah, we have 5 trains, and it's built to operate 5 trains. And in fact, we only heard stories. Back in the day, we used to run 2, 3, or 4 trains, right? That's during my lifetime. I've been there for 17 years. But no one had ever tried to operate 5 trains at a time. So. We asked the maintenance guy, Leif. We asked him, Leif, can we just for fun one morning, can we just take all the trains out and then just try 5 trains at the time without guests? And Leif, he was like, nope. You cannot do that. But then Leif went on a holiday. And we just did it. So one morning, all the drivers, all the brakemen, they came in early, and we took all 5 trains off the track. We placed a man on the top of the lift hill with a flag, so he could signal down to our control tower. And then when the first train is halfway off the lift hill, he waves the flag. The man in the control booth sent off the next train, next train, next train, next train. And there are so many trains all over the track, so you're actually riding trains in parallel. So you can brakeman to brake, you just wave down to the man who's just underneath you, because it's like a figure 8 we're running, so you just wave down to the man who's underneath you. It was an amazing experience, but we figured out to make this run smoothly. Guests have 2 seconds to get in. And 2 seconds to get out.
Not so much.
That is possible for you guys. You're pros, but everyone else, it's not possible. But it was definitely a fun morning. Really. So 4 trains operation is our maximum, and we have a theoretical capacity of 2,600 an hour. That's pretty good.
That's huge. 2,600 an hour.
A year we take 1.5 million guests through the roller coaster each year. Wow. And our second place in Tivoli Gardens, that is the Moment, the B&M roller coaster, it's 900,000. Wow. So we are quite ahead. Wow. And that of course is because we have many trains. We are very efficient, and we don't have all these safety checks. Hvad siger du? Ja, der kommer sidst. Ja, jeg står bare og snakker løs. Alright, we don't have all the safety checks. In fact, it was in 1989 that we decided that we might want to install the safety bar.
Wow.
Before that, we just sat down
1989
and
in the
enjoyed the
box.
ride. There was, you know, there's, and also when you are riding in a moment, you just have to know that we actually mean it when we say keep your arms inside. Because I know you're Americans. You know, you're like this all the time. You just can't help it. But like, please don't do it. Because our thresholds are actually like very narrow. That's your girl. He's swimming. So just please be careful. So when it looks like there's not a lot of space, there's not a lot of space. Okay. All right. How this works? How this braking mechanism works? Of course, there's a driver sitting on the seat. He brakes every time the ride goes uphill, and I think it's of course for safety and make sure that you have a fun ride. So when we brake uphill, hopefully you don't feel us braking, because everybody hates trim brakes, right? That's the worst. So we try to make it as gentle as possible, but of course also make it safe, because this roller coaster trains operates like a regular train. It is not like It is not like, you know, velocipede or something like that. You know, velocipede has trains on top of the wheel, side of the wheel, underneath the wheel. It cannot derail.
This can, yeah.
And because it's like normal train wheels with flanges that just moves it along the track. And if we go too fast, well, we'll go off the track. Because the previous hill is so much slower than the one before it. So if we don't pull the brake, it can actually go off the track. And it does so quite a few, like 2 or 3 times a year we derail. And it is not a big operation. In fact, what happened is instead of the wheels running on the metal fins that are on top of the track, it rides just next to it on the wood, and then it just tears up all the wood. And then it comes to a slow stop, and then we have to evacuate. Take every guest out. We have to come with levers and pulleys and put the train back on the track. The guy who derailed it needs to be the one who pulls it way to the top. That's for 2.5 ton of vehicle. And I can let you in on a little secret. If it feels like that the roller coaster is running on 2 wheels, it is because it is. So you will be able to feel like all of a sudden you're up in an angle, and then you can just feel the wheels making contact. Now, of course, not all the wheels through the train, but like some of the bogies axes, and they will lift off the
Crazy.
slam back. That's when you know you're just on the edge, right? That's when the ride is the very, very best. All right. Any questions? Yes.
Yeah. Has somebody ever overbrake and not make
Yes.
it up the hill?
Yes. Especially during training, like when we teach people how to ride, and that's a whole different story. Because how do you teach a person to ride the roller coaster? There's no simulator. There's nothing you can do. There's only you can take the train on the straight track from the exit platform to the entrance. That's where you can sort of get the feeling. But from there on, and taking the complete ride, you just have to pray, right? So of course you have your mentor. He's sitting in front of you, telling you how to do it. The train is empty, no passengers in it, and then you just you're being taught slowly how to. You have to brake a little more there, a little less there, and sometimes you people they panic, just pull the lever, and then we are halfway up. And then again, you have to get pulleys and levers. But you know, it's we would rather not make it up the hill than go off the track, right? All right.
Yep.
Stop here.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. If you stand there, then you're like the fine.
All right.
The block.
Stoppers. Blockers.
Yeah. Well, it is not the. It is out of. We'll just squeeze together. All right.
Oh, that's like a playground. Oh, I think I remember going in there last time. Too dark.
Now we'll take the easy way down. And Kurt is just about ready for you. All right? Yeah. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Woo!
Nice. Bye-bye.
Perfect.
Look at how that hinges.
Go ahead, board the train. Just
Oh.
go around this way. Behind it. Excellent. Yeah, just take the fellow every and then we'll see.
Oh.
And please sit the two next to each other now. Social experience.
Oh, it's a little crowded. Everybody wants to go in the front. I'm gonna go here. Car tips. Look at how much that
One more here.
rocks.
So you have to go there. This is so if you pull down the bars, please. Guys in the front, pull down the bar, please. Oh, thank you.
Har du foran ved at være fyldt?
Der er fyldt op foran.
Det er skide godt, så der er, ja, det er det. One more, thing. Ja. Maybe one thing.
Oh, there's no more room up here. You have to go down there.
Behind you, yeah, behind you, sir.
It's it's full. It's full.
Here. Right here. All right, and you just pull down to that box. Excellent. All right, guys. Your left box. Be careful.
So ready for half a credit?
Half a credit. Yeah.
Here we go.
Half a credit. Okay. Oh, look at this with the drum. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wow, is it dark? Oh yeah! Woo! That's awesome.
So that's half a credit, guys.
I like it.
Vi skal vente her.